Hey everybody, thank you so much for following along. I am so excited today to bring to you one of the most amazing powerhouse female agents that I've ever met, Miss Amy Wienands. Welcome, Amy.
Tina, thank you. I'm so honored to be on it. I'm excited to be with you. I'm excited to be part of Freedom Builders, and I'm excited a new day has begun.
Oh my gosh, we are just so excited. When Marty Hampton, one of my great partners here at eXp Realty, told me about you, and of course, I've known about you for years, but we didn't really connect ever on a personal level. I was excited because we're bringing powerhouse men and women, but
Yeah.
especially female leaders, which is touches my heart, to this company. And now you are going to be a huge contributor to our group. So welcome, new friend,
Thank
and business partner. I'm so excited to dive in. Before we dive in to speaking to you, I really do want to read a little bit of your bio. So the people that are watching that have never heard of you, which you must be under a rock if you haven't heard of Amy, but Amy is most importantly, a mother of twins and a wife. She's also the president of Amy Wienands Real Estate. And she's no stranger to the real estate industry. For 3 decades, you've been committed to creating an impact in your community for the growth of those around you through the vehicle of real estate. 20 years as an independent agent. You powered through the good old boys club, recognized how the industry has changed. In 2013, Amy Wienands Real Estate took a leap of faith and started one of Cedar Valley's only real estate teams that has always put their clients and agents first. So you have consistently ranked as one of the top 100 teams in the nation, which is amazing. And you're Iowa's #1 team of realtors for the past 8 years, all of Iowa. I believe you have a 28% market share, do you not, in your town? Amazing.
Yeah, right around there.
Ish, right around there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You started with a staff of just 2 in 2013, and now your team sits at more than just over 45 and continues to grow each day. Purpose and a servant heart lead her team to embody their slogan, obsessively working for you. It's not all real estate for Amy, though. Her biggest passion in life is to create one thing, a legacy. So she knows she's been put on this earth for more and is called to inspire, motivate, bring inspiration, and leave a significant mark on this world. She's the host of the You Are More podcast, which is awesome, a place of revelation and encouragement for all, and a pillar of faith for many. Amy's a firm believer that hard work, principles, and faith, and having that pop back factor are the keys to success. So you're amazing, and I can't wait to dive in and pick that beautiful brain of yours. So welcome to eXp. All right, so talk to me a little bit about, you've been in the industry 20 years. I loved your video that you just created, to show, like, it started with you, right? You were the constant, and then the team growing through the years. Most people that saw the video through my feed, everybody was texting me saying, why? We want to be where she is. I'm an independent broker now. I don't understand this model. Why did Amy Wienands go to eXp? So let's start there, just the elephant in the room. Why eXp and why now when you were at the top of the perceived mountain?
I'm so glad you bring this up because it has been a question that I've been receiving the last few days as we made this announcement. It's one that I've been looking at. I'm always looking at the future. Where's the real estate business headed? How do I benefit my team? How do I create a great life for them? Because I look in the eyes of my teammates every single week and I look at them and I know their stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I look and I think, what does their financial future look like other than sales? What's their retirement look like? What do their health benefits look like? What can I do to keep providing? Because I'm always a person that, yeah, I want to grow, but as I grow and make more money, my team needs to grow and make more money. Right. So I've never been like, hey, I'm at the top and then all you guys down here. I want them to grow. I want their lives to look amazing. I want to create a great future for them. And when I started looking at it, I was like, I go to bed at night. I do wake up each morning. I'm thinking, how can I create greater impact on my team that benefits them financially, that benefits their life, that gives them a life that they can't believe? And I think that the last couple of years, especially when eXp first came out, I'm like, I'm focused on real estate. I'm focused on real estate. And people would send me, statements of their rev share and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, wrong focus. I'm focused on real estate. Right.
Yeah. Yes.
And that was, I just kind of shut the door to it, but not really. I've watched it. I've thought about it. I've wondered if I missed the moment. And about a year ago, I was at a point, I woke up in the middle of the night one night and I'm like, okay, the real estate industry is changed. It has changed. It's not changing. It has changed and will
Yes.
continue to evolve. And it's going faster and faster. And I've always spent a lot of money, a lot of time and energy and effort on different masterminds and groups across the country. And the opportunity to tap into the smartest, greatest minds as I've watched the people that are coming to eXp, I'm like, I need to be in those circles. I need to be in that group. I need to be bringing that kind of knowledge and power, that kind of group think, right? That kind of innovative thinking to our industry, to our local market. So
Yeah.
number one, I was led by the leadership that I see moving over,
Yes.
right?
Agreed.
I'm attracted to great leadership. Okay. So number one, I saw that. I saw their branding. I watched their brand evolve, and their brand is at a whole different level than it was when they first started. I like that too, because I care about that.
I know you do.
I really started to look at, okay, my agents have one pillar of opportunity, one leg, so to speak. And I want them to have more than that. I want more than that. I mean,
Right.
we all know that it takes multiple income streams to create wealth.
Correct.
And I don't want my agents just to have a job. I want them to have an opportunity to create substantial wealth and like generational type wealth. And I know that this is the vehicle. I just said, guys, we're at the same company doing the same thing, right? We are forward focused on serving the Cedar Valley, forward focused on serving our clients. I'm forward focused on creating a great impact for you, but we've just switched vehicles to a vehicle that can actually support your dreams, that can support. I go, we just hopped into a Lamborghini, guys. We don't know how it all works. We don't know, but I know that it's so ripe with opportunity.
Oh gosh. Yeah. When you hop into that Lamborghini, it takes you a couple weeks, to learn where the buttons are. I just got a new car and it feels new and it's exciting. It's shiny and pretty, but you got to get used to it and you got to learn how to use it. And I want you to touch back a little bit. You basically said there were shifts, you were watching them, and that's what a good leader does, right? I mean, you were sitting at the top of the mountain, obviously very profitable, obviously very successful. And to watch this and have the vision, because this is what visionary leaders do, have that vision and go, I see the people jumping over and they're world class. I want to be around those people, because our job as leaders is to be resourceful, get the information, bring it back to our team, disseminate it, and help them grow. And so the one thing people don't realize sometimes is that what you did, this is the hardest move, the independent broker that is sitting on top of the mountain, to come to a platform that now you potentially have to pay out of pocket. I want you to touch on this because it's very important. It was way easier for me, Amy, to move. I was already at KW. I was very profitable. I was paying KW, so now I'm just paying eXp. Very lateral move for me. But for you to have the vision and the insight to say, you know what, I'm going to lose money this year. I'm going to lose money maybe next year a little bit. I'm going to invest. I think I heard you say that. I'm going to invest this money in this vehicle. Talk to me a little bit about your mindset shifts as you were looking at this, because it's going to cost you a little bit.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But when I was looking at this, again, going back to, I care about my team, and I saw the opportunity, and I saw that people taking advantage of the opportunity. And although it is going to cost me, and although this year when our real estate industry is all over the board as far as inventory and stuff, you have those doubts. Should I take the leap this year?
Yeah.
Should I do it this year?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll cost me approximately, close to $130,000, right? That's not just pocket change.
No.
Right. But when I looked at the opportunity, I'm like, I always believe in forward movement, and I'm also a person of faith. So every major decision I make is, for the most part, happens on a walk.
Yeah.
And in a lot of the same locations. And I remember I was walking and I was considering, I'm weighing the cost, I'm weighing the opportunity. And I just had this strong, it's time, make the move, do it.
Yeah.
And when I get that feeling, I'm ready to roll.
Yeah.
Because I know it's time to go. And so I couldn't be more excited about it. Yeah. It looks like a step backwards, but I've always done this in advertising too. I'm not the person that puts up a billboard for 3 months and says it doesn't work.
Exactly.
Right. I'm not the person that jumps into advertising and says, well, it's been 6 months and I haven't seen anything. Right. I'm a long distance person. So, I mean, I think this is a 3 to 5 year situation where I'm looking at it where, okay, it's going to cost me some stuff. It is going to cost me. Right. But what it creates, as far as even the opportunity to bring great agents to our team, the opportunity just to create great community. I just think there's other things that are more, money is a huge deal. It is, but there is greater.
Yeah.
And to me, like, this move is for the greater, and it's for the greater opportunity, and it's greater long term, and it creates opportunity for generational. So step back on one hand and about 10 steps forward on the other.
Well, and when you think about the cost, a lot of people are black and white spreadsheet people. I'm just looking at the cost. For me, our team personally went from 72 million in volume to 135 to 225 to almost, I bet we'll be close to 450, 500 this year.
Wow,
That
that's
is
awesome.
right. That is super fuel.
Awesome.
Super fuel.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yes, we might take a step backwards financially, but what are we gaining by the collective warp
Right.
speed,
Right.
mastermind groups? Because we don't
Right.
have to be competitors anymore. We're
Right.
partners.
Right.
And I can't wait to
I
learn
love that.
all of your things in your beautiful brain, about your team. And so that's what I love, is that our agents are fast forward. I have agents on my team that have 100 people in their organization, that
Wow.
are financially free,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
that.
It's fabulous.
So I'm excited about your team, because that is, you have empowered them like they don't even know it yet. They're going to thank you soon enough. Maybe right now they're like, oh God, it's another system we have to learn. Thanks, Amy. But they thank me every day for being like you, taking that risk and knowing that this is the right move.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what you said in your mind. You said, maybe I missed the moment. Maybe it's too late. Speak about that, because in Iowa, I can't imagine that Iowa eXp is number one, because it sure wasn't when I got here in Raleigh.
eXp has virtually no market share. I mean,
Exactly.
we've got a couple agents that are eXp, a couple solo agents.
Yeah.
There's literally no presence.
Yeah.
There's a small presence in certain parts of Iowa, but it's like one or two. So it's
Yeah.
virtually unheard of.
Yeah.
And so I thought about that, and I talked to people, and because I did have that feeling like everyone's been contacted by, I mean, every agent that's out there that's done anything has probably been contacted by someone trying to share the opportunity of eXp. And I still get phone calls, right?
Yeah.
And I just got a mailer yesterday. Like, literally, I'm like, oh, maybe I should use this. Anyway, but that being said, like, I looked around, and when I was having conversations in the Midwest, it's virtually untapped.
It totally.
It's virtually untapped. And I have a lot of connections in the Midwest, and we have good communities and great reputations and referral partners in the Midwest, that I think that we have an abundance of opportunity. And in the Midwest, we tend to be really hard workers,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit smaller. It's
Right.
kind of a problem.
Right.
Like,
right.
put your head down and just work.
Just work. Yeah. Put the blinders on.
Just put the blinders on and work. But when you start to step back and look where the industry is going, look at everything that's happening, you have to say there's got to be more, and there's got to be different vehicles that. And if you get, I mean, obviously, I'm the leader of this team. I'm at a different point. I really have always been focused about legacy,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm extremely focused on what kind of impact am I leaving on this earth, and this creates a great platform to do that, and to just see the lives of a lot of people that I love and care about changed.
I love that. Jarek Robbins, who runs Success Magazine, who's Tony Robbins' son, which we own. Now you are an owner of the magazine.
Right.
Congratulations, right? I've been reading that magazine for years, but he was at our Cabo event. He talked about the first mountain of life that you climb is the mountain that is about you and your family and your financial security and making sure your family's okay. And then you reach that top of the mountain and you're going, okay, well, I'm good now. And you look around, you go, oh, wait, I got to go back down. And you climb the second mountain. And the second mountain is all about helping others.
Yeah, I love that. It's true.
It's so true. And so I think that that's where you're at. That's where I felt the passion for the day-to-day sales left the building, and I needed that new vehicle, and this was it. And in Raleigh, and I don't know if I've shared this with you, when we got here, our brokerage was number 90 on a list of 1,800 brokerages. And now we're number one after, few years in the market. We're number one. We've got the highest age account, highest growth. And I know that's going to happen in Iowa, and you're going to lead that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah. And I think that when people reach out to people like Amy or people like me, I got approached many times. At first I was like, oh, just turned off about it. But now when I'm here, when you're inside and you go, oh my God, no wonder, it was such a compliment, such an honor. When you get reached out to, it means that you're a leader. And eXp, they'll say, oh, we're a bunch of recruiters. Well, recruiting is leadership. Do you recruit to Amy Wienands' team?
We do.
Every day, right?
Every
You're
day.
looking to change lives. You're looking to give somebody the gift of being on your team and being led by you and the leadership that you've put in place. And so we are looking for leaders. And so in Iowa, if you're watching this, the opportunity to partner with you now and really, just learn how you've grown it and learn, just how you can be more successful. That's the opportunity right there. I don't care how much it costs. If you were the first one in my market to go, I'd be on the phone going, where do I sign, Amy? How do I become your partner? At zero cost.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I am excited about that element because I have a lot of great relationships in our market
Yeah.
and that I respect. And I have good working relationships and I have fun with. They're never going to want to join my team necessarily,
No.
but to align with me on a business side of things and to mastermind and stuff together, to open up. I think that it's a great, great opportunity. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it gives us leaders that, in our hearts, we always have this abundance mindset. We always talk about it in mastermind groups, always abundance, come from abundance. This is probably the highest form of abundance that you could ever think. And it shakes up the industry because it gives us our power back as leaders. We get to become middle management. We get to align the agents and really, bring them forward. And when you say, is it too late? A lot of people will say that and I chuckle and go, do you know that 1 million agents in the country right now still pay 70-30 splits, 30% to their broker? And we know the brokers aren't doing 30% of the work. So there's a lot of agents just to save from a financial gain, aspect. But what they're really going to win is the alignment of the agents. So what's next for Amy and this vision? Because I know when I joined, I said, you know what, we're going to probably be 1,000 agents in our organization in 4 years. And I know you said to me, this is a 3 to 5 year project for me. We're at 1,000 agents. We're almost at 1,000 agents in 3 years. So we beat our mission.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I said the other day, I'm like, I don't know. So in my head, I'm like, if I could have a couple thousand people that were like a militant, like awesome power group across this country to create influence, and that takes me 3 to 5 years to do it, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to I've had conversations already with some leaders across in another state that said, hey, you know what? I've looked at eXp, I've looked at things, but I've always aligned with you. And I'm thinking I'm going to make the move. And if I do, I'll make it with you.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that because we already kind of mastermind together.
Exactly.
Like we already have a relationship.
Exactly.
So it just and he does a lot of technical stuff and creates platforms. And I'm like, oh, this would be amazing. So just the ability to put that together.
Yeah.
In space is, to me, it has reignited my passion. I've never been more excited about real estate and the opportunity I see today.
Yeah, I think
it's myself and my agents.
Oh, it's so true. And I'm going to hold you to that because, you're part of our Freedom Builders group. Now you're part of
I'm so excited about that. Good branding, by the way.
I know when Amy Wienands came up to me and said, I love the branding, I was like, I have made it in life because this woman is sharp. Like she, I texted her when I met her and I was like, where did you get that jacket? Of course, I went and got the exact same jacket. I mean, you are a marketing genius. So I love that.
I feel the same way about you. That's why I like this.
Oh, good. Well, we're going to have some fun. Talk to me a little bit about your Amy Wienands brand coming to eXp. A lot of people are so freaked out that they're going to lose their identity. And I think it's polar opposite here.
Well, here's the thing that I like about eXp is they don't want you to change their brand to them. They want you've created this in your market. You've done this in your market. They don't want to diminish from the influence.
Right.
They want to diminish the opportunity. That's why I've spent millions of dollars on branding and I would never sell out. I've been approached obviously by many franchises and I was never willing to sacrifice my brand. Right. And here I didn't have to.
Right.
And that's the beauty of it for people that are independent agents that have built companies, they've spent millions of dollars, they've got their brand standards and everything else. They're not willing to give that stuff up. And I get it.
Yes.
I wasn't either. And this is one that just said, hey, add it to it. And it's a compliment. It's not a diminishing. And so for us, our market will virtually not even know that there's been a change.
No.
From a marketing standpoint, they'll see really nothing significantly different. And I love that. And if it would have been opposite of that, I still wouldn't be here today because it's one of my non-negotiables.
And it was for me too. I thought, I was approached by many other companies, we'll pay you to come here. that's all fine and dandy, but I don't want to lead with your brand. And I was that way with Remax, you know, when I was at Remax, and it was always about the red, white, and blue. And I'm like, I am the polar opposite of red, white, and blue. You know, I mean, I love our country, but other than that, I don't want it on my signs. And it was a struggle for me. And I had a little more flexibility at KW, which was great. But here it's like I lead with Caul Group Residential, and same with you and Amy Wienands Real Estate. So I love that about it. Well, I am just so excited. I know you're going to be every week in our mastermind groups. Actually,
Yeah, I'm
today
excited
at 1
about
o'clock.
that. Yeah.
Today at 1 o'clock, we have 400 to 500 of us that come together, brainstorm the most beautiful minds and the newest agents. So just because you're a new agent, a mid-level agent, a small team leader, a large team leader, or a broker owner, there's literally something for everyone. So I
Right.
hope that I know that you're going to get the phone calls, and the alignment opportunities that I got. I was blessed to have Marty Hampton picked up the phone and said,
Yeah, she's a rock star.
Nina, Caul, tell me why you're doing this. And so, and I know you've said to me, I'm getting all these calls. What do I do with them? Well, we're going to start building this thing, and we're going to have you be one of our awesome, awesome partners at Freedom Builders. And so I can't wait to pick that beautiful brain apart week after week, Amy, and just welcome. We're just so excited.
Thank you so much. I'm excited too. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I'm honored to be a part of your Freedom Builders.
Yeah. And when you do your big event in Iowa, we're coming. So,
All right. That'll be great.
all right. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.